What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt and welcome back to Controlled Chaos Gaming. Today's video is another Joltik box deck profile, but that's because I just got top cut once again in back-to-back weeks, this time in Smart Series 3. This tournament had over 1,500 players and I finished with a record of 10-3 to get 22nd place. So last week's tournament was pre-Black Bolt and White Flare, so we did make 4 total changes from that list to include some new additions like Air Balloon and Brave Bengal into our list. So starting off, we decided to cut the Genesect, and I swapped that out for the new Brave Bengal, which says your non-rule box Pokemon does 30 more damage to your opponent's active EX. So that can be another out to KOing things like Ogerpon or Fezandipiti or Latias against Raging Bolt, which I didn't end up hitting any in the tournament. But it can also be important just against any Fezandipitis, really, because just about every deck plays it. And in this tournament, I actually only got one use out of it, and it was against Mirror in round 1. And sure enough, it was to KO a Fezandipiti. So not a huge sample size because we didn't hit any Raging Bolts, but I'm going to keep it in the list for now to give it some more testing time. And for whoever watched last week's video, I did mention that I might want cards like Super Rod and Iono back in the deck, so I did cut the Night Stretcher for Super Rod just to be able to make Crispin a little bit more of a live card in the late game. And I did certainly miss the Iono because having hand disruption or just an additional supporter if your hand's bad felt important enough to include it. So for the Iono, I did cut the 4th Ultra Ball, which I wasn't too sure about, but going into it, it felt completely fine, and it was very nice to have the Iono back. Although it is an optional tech inclusion at this point, because most lists aren't running it, there are plenty of other cards you could swap it out for, but we'll get into that here in a moment. And the other change, which is the 4th one, was simply just cutting the rescue board for the Air Balloon. This actually did come up in one of my games that I definitely needed to win, and we managed to get there. We started Ursaluna, but we also had outs to Miraidon and Joltik, along with Energy and the Air Balloon in the opening hand. No access to Latias that turn, so we would have been in some serious trouble without it. But in general, I just think it's better in this deck, but that's just because of the fact that Iron Hands has a retreat cost of 4, and the Ursaluna has a retreat cost of 3. Everything else is a retreat cost of 1, but because of those, and they can get stuck in the active, sometimes we don't have access to Latias, maybe we don't have a second Nest Ball, or maybe it's prized. We need to get the big boys out of the way for sure. So after the tournament, I posted my result on Twitter and ended up starting a nice conversation with somebody. Want to give a big shout out to you, Dennis, if you're watching from Germany. He made some really cool suggestions to the list that I do want to try out at some point. So he does play the Lily's Clefairy, but he also runs Lily's Pearl, which I've thought about in the past. And that says if your Lily's Pokemon is knocked out by damage, your opponent takes 1 less prize card. So a lot of Raging Bolt lists, Dragapult lists, Dragapult Charizards aren't running Jamming Tower anymore. So it's definitely format dependent and tech dependent on whatever they choose to play. But that could be a sneaky little inclusion to have a 1 prize Clefairy that can come in and swing for a knockout and only give up 1 prize card. And the main reason I decided to cut Genesect was, yes, to try out Brave Bengal, but also Tool Scrapper's in format, and with it being a brand new format, I wasn't exactly sure how many decks would come with Tool Scrapper, and I did end up seeing a couple Dragapult Charizards run it, and I've seen Golden Go lists run it. So they can just get around the Genesect and play their Ace spec, so I didn't think that it was as powerful of a tech inclusion in this list. But that's just about it. Only 4 pretty easy changes there, and a couple other options for you guys to mess around with. Iono is cuttable. You could do Night Stretcher for Super Rod. You could swap the Gravity Mountains for 1 or 2 Psychic Energies plus Clefairy again, and Brave Bengal could really be anything. I think second Bravery Charm is really, really good, and I want to keep it, but you could swap one out for something like Future Booster Energy Capsule, and you could swap Power Glass for EXP share, but for now, this is the list I ran, and I had a fantastic result with it. But if you have any questions about the list, please leave them in the comment sections below. But with that, let's get into a few of our matchups. So as you can see here, there is a lot of Charizard. There is 7 of them, I believe. Yeah, 7 Charizard decks, which is a lot. And we did lose to 2 of them, one being a Dragapult Charizard and a Charizard Dusknoir, which is not something I expected to see at all. So Charizard Pidgeot is a pretty solid matchup, having access to the Galvantula as well as the Iron Leaves. And from counting throughout all of my games against the 7 Charizard decks, I prized Iron Leaves 3 of those times. That was pretty unfortunate, but we still found a way. And a couple of the Dragapult Charizards weren't playing that Jamming Tower, which was very nice. They were playing Artisan. The one that I lost to in round 5 was actually playing the Artisan, but their setup was super good, and they got me in a very close one. But the Charizard Dusknoir games were very interesting. The first one, I mean, I just absolutely got ran over. I think they popped like 2 Dusclops and a Dusknoir, a couple of Zards, and I was just gone. And then I hit the same exact 60 the next round, and I had to win the last 3 in order to qualify for cut. Was not too happy to hit it again, but we made that one out by the skin of our teeth. So the Miraidon matchup was super interesting. I had not really thought about how I was going to approach it, but using 2 Pikachus ended up being super good. They did whiff a turn. I believe it was just the turn 1 amp on my Joltik that they whiffed, which I was super thankful for, and we were able to set it from there. And then on the win and into cut, we hit Marnie's Grimmsnarl, which is a favored matchup. And after I made my Twitter post, my opponent in round 12, Ben, big shout out to you, messaged me on Twitter, and they said that they prized both Grimmsnarls to open the game. I was a little bit confused why they made the play of using Adrenabrain to knock out my Joltik, but it's because both of their Grimmsnarls were prized, and they actually did rip one of them off the prizes, so it made the game much closer. And then in Asym, we hit probably our worst matchup. It has to be our worst matchup, Crustle, because we have Galvantula and Mew to try and work with, which can maybe 2-shot, but it's pretty tough. I'm not going to spoil how, well, you obviously know that I lost, but it was really funny how it happened. So I'm not going to spoil exactly how it happened, because that's going to be the last match of the video. But with that, I think that's going to do it for the profile and the rundown of our matchups. But again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments for me and I will answer them. But I'm very happy to have recorded most of my matches, and I just wanted to show you guys the highlighted ones. Last week I was not able to record any, but thankfully this week we were able to get it done. So enjoy the games.
Head on over to Kayfabe Cards in Riverton, Utah for all things tabletop. This store is home to Pokemon, One Piece, Flesh and Blood, and more, selling both singles and sealed product in-store and online. You'll find their massive assortment of Pokemon plushies, sleeves, deck boxes, and other staple products. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to Kayfabe Cards. We'll see you there.
Alright, we are 2-0 heading into round 3 of the Smart Series. We're up against Charizard Pidgeot. I did just face one last round, and we got the win there. We did draw pretty stinking well, I gotta admit, but we'll see if we can do the same here. This list is running Secret Box, Chi-Yu of course, since Goldango's good with this new set out. They do have the Tool Scrapper. They are playing the Briar. My last opponent wasn't. And then they've got Defiance Band. So this could be pretty tough with the Briar, but we'll see how quickly they can get set up compared to us. Okay, we did lose the coin flip here. I'm using my phone for some prize checking. Okay, this could have been a pretty good hand, but we're okay with getting rid of this. Okay, thankfully we did not start Ursaluna. We'll take that, and this is still a pretty solid hand as long as we can get access to some energy. Okay, we top deck Joltik, so no energy yet. We could Nest Ball to grab the Miraidon still, to thin the deck a little bit more, because we have Ultra Ball as a follow. I don't think they run Badoo. They do not. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that to try and get us a little closer to an energy. And I will do a prize check. Okay, I'll grab the Miraidon. Found 4 of my prize cards. Use Tandem Unit here and finish up the prize check. Okay, I didn't find the 6th prize card, but it looks like what I have prized as of right now. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turnover. I've got Iron Leaves prize, which is unfortunate. Definitely want it in this matchup, but we'll see if we can get Galvantula some work. Arven, Crispin, 1 Bravery Charm, and a Lightning Energy. And that 6th one is currently a mystery. But other than not getting the energy attached, we have a pretty solid setup. I guess I probably should have checked for Earthen Vessel because we might have to Arven for it. And if we don't top deck energy and that's the last prize card, we could be in a bit of trouble for sure. But hopefully that's not the case. I do change my setup a little bit here. I'm actually in my apartment's clubhouse because I'm having some Wi-Fi issues and I have to be able to connect to the game. Looks like they have a pretty rough hand here. So yeah, I'm just like in the back room. I've got my whole setup so that I can record some games here. Yeah, they're in a pretty rough spot. We do have our Latias in deck. We can Ultra Ball for it. Okay, we're gonna check with the Tandem Unit to see if Vessel is in there. Otherwise, that won't be great. Okay, it is. I'm thankful for that. Latias should be there as well. It is. I'm not going to grab anything off of the Tandem Unit here. It's going to be an Arven. So we're going to Ultra Ball away. We have Super Rod. I think it's going to be Ursaluna and Pikachu to grab the Latias. We need to get Vessel plus Bravery Charm. What are we going to Earthen Vessel away is the question. Maybe I have to take something else here. I guess Air Balloon would be the target. Hand is not amazing. But we will have Boss for next turn if we can get some use out of that. Okay, Ultra Ball for the Latias. Earthen Vessel, away the Air Balloon for Grass and Metal. I will attach the Grass. Retreat. And we're just going to go ahead and put all 4 on the Iron Hands here. Really going to try and see if we can hit that Iron Leaves off of the prize cards. That'd be big. Especially if they can get the Charizard KO and Joltik here. Because this is a relevant prize card because they play Briar, so I'm a little bit worried about that. Without the leaves, I'm not entirely sure how we respond. Though they do need to get another Charmander down, which they can with the Artisan, of course. No Pidgeys down yet. I'm very curious to see what they go for here. Ooh, the Chiyu. Okay, so it might be a Retreat Evo? No. Okay, they do just have the Charizard in hand. That's pretty unfortunate. I guess what we can do is we can always bench the other Joltik and try and set it up. But our hand's not looking so great. And President Iron Leaves isn't very good here. Otherwise, we could potentially punish the early Charizard. Looks like they're setting this up for the second attack. Can do 140 if I took a knockout during last turn. Okay, Ultra Ball away Charmeleon and missed probably for another Charmander, yep. Okay, we will gladly take the Iono, thank you. Appreciate that. This is looking much better. Still unfortunate that we're losing the Joltik here. But this Arven can grab Bravery Charm, and they do run Tool Scrapper, but as of right now, there's no Pidgeot in play. You can gust up their other Charmander with the Prime Catcher. Get another Grass Energy into play. I think we're going to go get the other Joltik here. And I mean, they do play Briar, that's why I'm feeling like this is an okay play. We can just Arven for like Nest Ball, go grab Fez, and then Bravery Charm. I think that's going to be our best play. Check the energies in deck here. 1 Grass, 3 Metal. Okay. Go ahead and flip the script. Okay, we got Bangle. We have Ultra Ball for Galvantula next turn. I do want to prioritize getting this grass into play in case we get the leaves off of the prizes. I'm going to put the Bravery Charm here. Odds of them getting Scrapper is pretty high, but if they have to Arven for it, it's one less item that they can grab here. So I don't want to put another tool into play yet in case that happens. So it's just going to be a Prime. We'll take the Mander on the bench. And I will use Thank you very much. So they're not running the Maximum Belt. They do have the Super Rod. So with the Defiance Band, they can only hit 270. So they need to find Tool Scrapper here or Gust knock something else out. But they probably want to deal with the Iron Hands, if I had to guess. Or they just have it in hand. They've just been having it like that. We did not find the leaves, which is very unfortunate. But at the very least, if we get to keep this hand, we have access to Galvantula. What did I take off the prizes? I should have been paying more attention. It looked like Arven, Crispin? I don't know. I actually don't remember. No, I had Crispin in hand. I think it was Lightning. And I think the second Arven got into hand. But the prize trade's going to be pretty awkward here, so they need to establish another Charmander. How many Rare Candies do they play? 4? Oof. It's going to be tough to combat. Okay, no Iono this turn. It's going to be Arven. Maybe try to establish a Pidgey. Been seeing most lists run 2, but 4 is pretty wild. Not great for me. They do run Turo as well. So my prize map has to be KO Zard, Ursaluna, the Fez, but if they remove it... Ooh, no Pidgey, okay. We do play Iono in this list now. I missed it for quite a while, so I did put it back in the deck. So maybe if we can go Crispin this turn, get a medal on the Pikachu. Because I think we have grass and 3 medals in deck from when we checked. If we don't top deck grass, it'd be wonderful. Get a medal on Pikachu, and then we could potentially just go... I'm having a brain fart here. If Ursaluna doesn't work out, if they try to Turo this, Crispin, Gravity Mountain, which is kind of a Hail Mary. How many counter catchers? 2 counter catchers? So if they get Rare Candy, Charizard, Counter Catcher, Briar, and that massive 10-card hand, we're kind of cooked. But I think I just have to hope that they don't have it like that. We had a little bit of an awkward start. Okay. So Galvantula's live this turn, which is great. I need to Crispin first. Put the grass to hand. Attach the metal here. Now I can use Flip the Script. Power Glass, they've used their Tool Scrapper. We can just go ahead and attach the Power Glass here. Then I can Ultra Ball away. Bengal could come up. I think this is fine. Grab the Galvantula. Get the Fezdra too. Ugh. No Pidgeot, but we'll see if they got it. Maybe it's a little bit of payback, because I drew really hot last game against Zard, and they've been drawn pretty hot themselves. I think I should pre-attach the Bengal. This just doesn't go anywhere else, so this is totally fine. And I will use Shocking Web for the knockout. So in case they end up having to go boss something, if they can't find Briar here. Okay, Crispin Nest Ball. Alright, we'll see if they got it. Still have Charm and Leaves in the prizes. Dang, man. Uh-oh. There's the Zard. I think they already used Super Rod. Yeah, so they have energies. One time. I don't want them to have it. Okay, they're grabbing a Pidgey now, thin it out of the deck. Makes sense. There's the Candy Zard. They play 4. So now they just need Counter Catcher, Briar. Got 20 cards in deck. Here's the Flip Script, the big one. Come on. Attach Evo. Iono. Yes! That's great. Okay. We don't just win immediately. We need some stuff here. Those two cards are not the best. Okay, Burning Darkness. Okay, so we need Crispin Gravity, which is a long shot. Or... oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. We're gonna need to draw some good stuff off of this, let me tell you. We need Energy Ursaluna Boss out of a perfect 3-card draw. Yikes. They can't Counter Catcher. They're down 1 boss. They just Iono'd themselves. They don't have Pidgeot. 2 more boss, and I just go into Pikachu and hope that they don't have it? Okay. That's their best play, I believe. Okay. I do have to Super Rod first, because I need to get this back. Just get 1 each. So if we get the perfect... I guess we could also Iono them. If we don't hit it. But we flip the script first, I think. It could also boss. They are out of energy. I could also just boss something else up, like the Pidgey. And then go into this. Ooh, man, this is tough. Secret Box is still on deck. They're down Air Balloon. They don't have any energies left. But if I boss the Pidgey, they could go Candy Pidgeot. So do I just boss the Charmander? Then I need boss next turn. Well, I'm definitely retreating into this. Iono or boss. This hand is so bad. If they just get boss, they win. I think I have to boss here. And then I'm gonna pass. And then Power Glass. Don't know if this was correct. They should have access to a second Super Rod. Yeah. We'll see what happens though. If this was the correct play or not. Ooh, just a pass. Ooh, there's Gravity Mountain. That's insane. Do I just hold it? No, I need to get closer to a boss, right? They did play Super Rod. I think I put this in play and hope they don't get their second Artisan. In worst case, I can actually just attach. And then Power Glass again. In case I have to end up attacking the active here. Arvin doesn't get me any closer. I probably should have used Tandem Unit first and thinned. I definitely should have done that. Okay, just pass. Sure. Give me another lightning. What's our timer looking like? 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, there's the Arvin, probably for the Super Rod. If I had to assume. Or if they have Pidgeot, they can grab Candy. Just need boss. But then, if they can move this, so do they. Okay, just the Super Rod. And pass. Okay. Crispin, it's not going to do it. We can Arvin for Pokegear, so we need one more turn. Should have gotten this last turn. Do we just grab both? There's nothing else I really want on the bench, right? Oh, maybe there is. In case I have to like Ultra Ball for Mew. Just Pokegear. Put an energy on the Miraidon here. Alright, pass. See what we can do. May as well attach this. We need them to not have energy boss. Okay, Charmeleon. Iono, okay, maybe get us closer to a boss. We have 4. Nice. That should do it. Alright. Beautiful. I think we played that game pretty well. I think, yeah, so bossing the Charmander was the correct play there. Alright, cool. We advanced to 3-0. GG's to my opponent. That was a really fun game. And they're gonna punch the Fez here. Still no damage in play. I can Arvin for Prime Catcher and just amp again. And there's Crispin. And Crispin could end the game the following turn. Plus I can go get a Bravery Charm. I'm gonna double check what I have in the deck and put it on the Fezandipity to protect it. Oh, it's prized. That was the other missing prize card. Okay. Normally I'm really good about checking my tool cards. What's it gonna be then? Arven for Power Glass. Do I just Crispin this turn? I could Arven for Ultra Ball actually. That'd put a ton of pressure on. But then I have to move to the Grass Energy, which could be fine, because then I can just follow with Pika for game or this. I think either way, I'm going to use Arven, so let's just do that. I could grab the Bengal as discard fodder. I want to keep the Air Balloon, and then I discard Galvantula. I mean, I have Crispin for game. Could disrupt my hand. But then he needs like Candy Grim again. And he Iona'd himself. I think it's a Leaves play. I think it is a Leaves play. He doesn't have any damage in board, which is fantastic for us. Okay. Rapid Vernier. Okay, so are we closing with Pikachu? Did I prize a grass? Did. There's definitely metal in deck. I mean, either way, I have to crisp into something. I think it has to come off the hands. Oh, I get another attachment anyway. Maybe it didn't matter. Maybe I should have taken it off the Pikachu. Actually, it might have been better. We're still in a really good spot here. They need quite the combo to figure this out. And there's another grass and the other charm which we were looking for. So Ursaluna and Arven are still prized. Those are not bad prize cards. Here's the Frostless. Second Super Red coming down here. They need to find the Candy Grimmsnarl. I wonder if they prized double Morgren. Or maybe even just one of them. And then they just opted to be aggressive. I assume they're about to throw down an Iona here, and if they do, Prime Catcher could close depending on what they grab from the Artisan, because I could just take out their only Impidimp. Yeah, that would close it. Okay, it is Iona. I was kind of hoping it was Research, because we would just have game, because they have their Frostlass in play. Get our own Iono. I mean, I guess. Do they find Candy Grim? No, they do not. That's fantastic news. Okay, I think I'm going to shuffle the deck. I want my Bravery Charm. Dang, it's my Pokegear. Do I hold on to that ever? I don't want this guy. I can't do anything this turn. But there's still no Morgrams from them. I mean, do I just sit here? That seems bad. I feel like I just sit here. I really wanted that Bravery Charm, man. That feels so bad. They might be able to do something mean here. I'm gonna pass. I'm definitely worried now. 3 Monkey Doors with energy, Frostlass picking on me. They ended up playing that turn pretty well. Counter Catcher, don't love that. Might be able to buy some more turns here. Okay, Iono, hoping it gets us closer to a Crispin. Would be nice. Okay, and whoa, and Latias. That's pretty cool. Do they have Candy Grim? Morgrim? There's a Morgrim. That was a pretty sweet draw. Can they win next turn? If the Itchy Pollen? I don't think so. I'm very nervous that they can do something crazy though. How many Ionos is that? 3? They run 4. And then a mysterious pink card. Oh, man. This was a much closer game than I expected. That is for sure. My Fez is going to get KO'd by the Freezing Shroud this next turn. Okay, there's the Itchy Pollen. You do get to take a knockout this next turn, and it's possible this could be checkmate. They can't gust anymore. I'm gonna check my energy counts here with Spike Myth. Grass Lightning could take. Take the grass, put it on the Pikachu. There's a chance that this is checkmate. I'm gonna retreat into Iron Leaves and Prism Edge. This Badoo, because they can move 60, but I don't get knocked out between turns. They can't gust anymore. There's Ursaluna. Arven is our last prize card, which would be Prime Catcher, but they have to win this turn either way. So with monkeys, they can move 60. And then between turns, that would leave this with 40. They're down 2 boss, 2 counter catcher. They only play 2 boss, 2 counter catcher. I don't think they can win. There's no like Ursaluna, but either way they can't gust. So that research away 2 boss was massive on that first turn for me. So they put Grimmsnarl into play, take the knockout. They're gonna damage themselves with Frostlass between turns, and Pikachu will just close. I don't need Gravity Mountain or anything. But we'll see what they got here, in case I'm missing something. Research, okay. What you got? But either way, anyway this ends, this ended up being a really close game. This matchup is definitely not an auto win, and my opponent is proving that for sure. It is much closer than you would think, just because I got grass dudes that can attack you. They just had a pretty slow start. Yep, that's it. They do not have it. There's the emote. Frostlass ping. They're spamming the emotes. And we can just Topaz Bolt, does 300, and then their Frostlass is going to knock them out. GG's, we're 7-1 onto Phase 2. That feels really good. Back-to-back weeks with 7 wins in the first phase. That's pretty insane. I'm feeling great about that. See you in Phase 2. Alright, hopping into the win-and-in match to Asym here. I'm 9-2, going up against Marnie's Grimmsnarl, which, again, is a favored matchup. But things can go wrong if they pop off, so I'm really happy we made it this far. Let's see if we can get top cut again. Gotta get the win here. This is it. And I get to go second, which is fantastic. I've been hitting so many Charizards. It's nice to have a break. I've hit 7 Charizards today so far. Thank goodness I'm not starting Blood Moon here. Do have Latios. Hand's not that good. We'll see what we top deck here. But it's probably going to be an Iono turn. The deck's been working for me pretty well thus far. Like I said, I've had a lot of Charizards. It's not the best matchup, especially the Charizard Dusknoirs. We made it work against one, but our 2 losses are that Dragapult Charizard and then the Charizard Dusknoir. And then I hit the same exact 60 the next round. Managed to squeak that one out, and then last round I hit the Rhydon with the new Zekrom and the electric generators. Pulled that one out. Pikachu was super clutch there. But this Grimmsnarl list is very, very interesting. It's got Tatsugiri, which is normal in some lists, but it's also got Genesect in here. They've got 2 air balloons to go along with it. Okay, top deck is not great. I think we're going to go ahead and do a price check here, so we're just going to use their Spike Myth. Okay, we found 4 of our prize cards, and they're pretty unfortunate. We did prize Arven, 1 Lightning, and 2 Bravery Charms. Not great. Okay, we'll take this. Thank goodness, this hand's actually so good. I was a little worried we weren't going to pull off the Jolting charge this turn. Very thankful that we are indeed able to. I'm going to grab 2 Iron Hands here. I don't think Pikachu's very good in the matchup. I need to check for... Okay, Leaves is there. I keep prizing Leaves against those Zards. Thankfully not here. So yeah, we have Latios in play. We're just going to go get double hands. Bench Joltik. There are no Snorts in play as of right now. Do they play Badoo? They do not. Do I go get... No, I want to leave a bench space open. In case I go aggressive Candy Grim, I can have a chance to go like Pokegear for Arven for Ultra Ball. And then go get my Iron Leaves. How many candies do they play? They do play the 2. Counter Catchers and Bosses, 2 of each. Okay, pretty standard there. Secret Box. Alright, just a Jolting charge here. We're going to just load up 1 of the Iron Hands here, because we don't have any energy in hand or guaranteed access to Crispin. So I don't think splitting here is correct. But either way, no matter how this game ends, I'm like super happy with back-to-back weeks with such a sick run like this. Out of the size of these tournaments, they've been absolutely incredible. 740 players and now over 1,500, and we're still kicking it with Joltik, so I'm very happy about that. Looks like they're gonna go get double Frostlass here, which is correct. And that's pretty scary, not gonna lie. I do feel like we have to pick on these as much as we possibly can, because we prize both of our Bravery Charms, and that feels horrible. Gotta say. But the reason that we do this is because they don't take Frostlass damage. They don't have abilities. Because when the Frostlass comes out, Pikachu's basically useless, because he doesn't have his ability anymore. Could also take out this Monkey Dory since it has the energy on it. It's not terrible. Top decking Grass is actually really good. Just gonna double check the resources, see what we would want to Nest Ball for. I think it's always Pheasantipity. But do I get it now just to thin a card out of the deck? Because we're looking for Boss, Arven, I mean really just anything here. Crispin's cool as well. Set up the other hands. I don't think I'm grabbing anything. We really want to find that Bravery Charm. Okay. Got some options here. I mean, I get Brave Bengal. Oh, it's not great. So you get Prime here. And I think I kind of like the Prime Catcher play. I could go for the Morgrim as well. Our hand's not that good. Or I could just KO the active and just take the Arven. And preemptively grab the Ultra Ball, right? They're going to take a knockout for sure, right? I really feel like they are. Do I go get the Fez? Because they could bring it up and then do a double KO, but then they ignore the Iron Hands. I kind of like that. I'm going to go get the Fez here. This could be a mistake. But I want to get the Fez. I'm going to Arven. We're going to go ahead and grab the Ultra Ball. I think Brave Bengal. As just Ultra Ball fodder. And I'm just going to amp the active. So we're just going to hold these here. Do have another Grass Energy. I'm going to attach it to Iron Hands. And then amp this Monkey Dory with energy. Try and allow them to throw around a little bit less damage. Okay, first two prizes. Lightning and Arven. Take that. No charms still. No charms. I kind of need those, man. This is going to get really scary here. I assume we're getting Iono'd. But we'll see. It kind of forces them to have to use an Iona here because they know I grabbed Ultra Ball. They know that I play the Iron Leaves. They do take out the Joltik here with Adrenabrain. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They're probably going to either snipe it or Adrenabrain and knock it out. That makes sense. I guess actually, it was probably, I think it was correct to take a knockout on that Monkey Dory to remove that damage from play, because otherwise, they would just get the knockout on my Iron Hands. So I'm glad I made the decision that I did there. And it's just an Arven this turn. Okay. So I need to think about, okay, counter catch up the Fez, yep. I need to think about my follow-up here. Now I could just Arven for Super Rod and go get the Fez back. That might be a good idea. Because I also just have Ultra Ball for the Iron Leaves, which is great. There's the Shadow Bullet. But how are we going to do the follow-up? Maybe I can get access to Crispin here? Boss? Hands will go down. I have to get another grass attached though, so that's just not gonna work. I think at this point we can grab Pikachu. No, never mind. No. We have a game plan. We're gonna Arven for Super Rod and a tool. Braver Charm would be insane here because my leaves will be going down. %100% going down. Okay. Super Rod plus Power Glass is fine. Get a shuffle back a Grass Energy as well, which is awesome. Grab the Fez. This is gonna stick around. But we don't have Prime Catcher, so we can't really move it. So we do want a good follow-up attacker here. There's Crispin. This is super risky. Okay, Brave Bengal goes. Arvin, what does that get me? Nothing at this point. I think this has to go. Take the Leafs. Can we ever close out with Ursaluna? I don't think so. This is still a lot of pressure for them. Sure, just attach that. I don't want to attach that anywhere. Okay. Rapid Vernier. He has to knock this out. So they always just come off of this one. Because then I just need Energy Gust for game. Which we do have. I'm curious at how the interaction works. Between turns, if I promote the Iron Hands, do I get the effect of Power Glass? Just in case I do, I'm going to do this. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, to explain it a little bit further, they should take the knockout. There's a charm finally, and a vessel. That's going to be potentially good in case I find Arvin. Let me write that down before I explain myself here. Since they have double Frostlass in play, if they take a knockout on the Iron Leaf, or they hit for 180 here, right? Then double Frostlass comes in play. I promote the Iron Hands. Do I get Power Glass? So then I would just need Boss for game. I'm thinking that could be it, but either way, we're gonna still need to draw at least one of the pieces, which would be Boss. We don't have any Boss prized. They put the Genesect down. Oh, I guess that does stop the Prime Catcher. I forgot I still even have that in deck. For some reason I thought oh no, because I grabbed Ultra Ball instead. So this does stop one of the outs. This is smart. So we're definitely getting Iono'd here. I mean, if they don't have it, then we just win. This will make it interesting. We get the Fez draw. And Mew is in deck. Adrenabrain. Because they're 20 short, so I have to win this turn. I was like, oh wait, did I just get cooked? I guess I do have Bravery Charm now. Okay. We're going to see how this interaction... Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They didn't Iona me. We win! We're back in Top Cut. That's crazy. Wow. That's incredible. Pretty solid matchup for us, for sure. Very thankful to have hit this in the win-in match. We're 10-2. On to Asym. We'll see you there. All right, we are here for Asymmetrical Top Cut. And we hit a really, really tough matchup in Crustle, which is taking over the meta, as it's a huge counter to a bunch of the top decks. It's going to be really hard for us to get through the darn thing, but hopefully we can get lucky here and make it happen. We do get to go second, which is great. Galvantula is going to have to come in clutch. Okay, I think this is worst case scenario. It doesn't get any worse than this. We prize literally both of our outs to attacking a Crustle. Mew, but we prized our Galvantula. That is awful. So I have to knock out this Monkey Dory and hope that we get it off the prizes. This is not good. Oh, man. No Crispin yet? Okay. Okay, Pokegear. Save me now. I'll take it. Arvin thins cards, right? I think that's how it works. Can get Prime Catcher. Does he play Maractus? Is there ever any reason to get the boss here? Unless I prize Prime and wasn't paying attention. We're gonna take the Arvin. I could have. We're gonna check for Super Rod too. Okay, they're both there. The squad's here. What does Brave Return do for me? Gives the hands a little bit more HP, I guess. I don't know where else this would go. Okay. So we have a dire need to hit Galvantula off the prize cards here, or I think we just fold completely. Let's go here. Alright, Amp. Come on, I need you. I need you, Galvantula. Which side do I take? I always take from the left, so I'm gonna trust it. Yes! Oh. I have a chance. I have a chance in this game. Thank you. Okay. It's still not good. Yeah, there's the boss on my Joltik. Still not good. But I have a chance. So I need to just look out for an Iono here. Because now I might have to go get double Joltik, but I still have to have the right energies. But I kind of attached them all. So that was a mistake. I need boss this turn. Okay. We're getting the stuff. We're getting the stuff. We're doing it. Give me the little guy. I need to check energy counts, so I'm going to shuffle the deck. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, so I need to wait. I need to wait on this, because the plan is I need him to take 2 more prize cards. Then I have to Iono him to 2 and hope he doesn't have boss on my Joltik by the time I decide to Super Rod. Oh, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be so close. I did prize a lightning energy. I would love to get that here. Absolutely love to get that. Okay, Amp. Actually, getting the lightning here could save my game, because I can go get double Joltik. Please, do it again. Give me the good prizes. Dang it! Okay, can't get lucky every time. Okay, got Nest Ball, Bravery Charm. So it should be still Mew and lightning in the prizes. Oh no! Wait a second. Are we cooked? Are we cooked by the Pokevital? Dude, how do we do anything? There's nothing I can do now. I think we just lost to the Pokevital. I forgot about that. I mean, there's nothing I could have even done though. What'd I do? Where's my second Super Rod, man? Can't be affected by EX. Superb Scissors. Wait. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects. So Mew would work, but it's prized. It's prized. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for the run. That's so tough. And I didn't even get the right energy, so it doesn't... Does it actually even matter? Lightning is prized. Oh, I feel so bad. Don't even have the energies, so it might not have worked out anyways. We needed the lightning there, and we needed him to not get Pokevital. It's just gonna be the Iono here. I probably should have attached Bravery Charm to the active, but it doesn't matter. We lost. We lost. Pass. This dang thing, man. Who's the boss? I'm a Joltik. How many boss do you have? I can't stall for 30 turns. That's gonna be game. Oh, man. Well, it was a great run. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe for more Joltik content. This is a Joltik YouTube channel now. We did what we could. We're see if we can go out with a bang here. Flip the script. But we made Top Cut 2 weeks in a row in the biggest tournaments of all time. It's nothing to scoff at. I don't think we shuffled back Lightning, so I can't use Pikachu. No. Sure, we'll do this. Boom. Slam the gravity. This is how we win. Just kidding. Thank you very much for 0. And I will sadly concede. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a great tournament run. Finished 10-3. And hopefully they bring it back next week and we can go on another insane run. See you next time.